Hey everybody, Las Vegas Collectibles. Got the camera up on the tripod now. Hopefully that'll work out a little bit better for everybody so I'm not shaking the camera on everything I do, right? So I just want to put out a couple things. A little public service announcement based off of my perspective on everything. So I do not just dabble, because I'm not an expert, but I don't just dabble in comic books. I don't just dabble in trading cards. I like to dabble in a bunch of crap. I like to dabble in crypto, into stocks. I like to speculate on NFTs. I like to look at all just kinds of craziness. And I don't have a lot of money, so I choose as carefully as I can where I'm going to put my little bit of money every month. And so I'm looking at the collectible world, right? And I haven't made any moves. I haven't made any moves in like the last 30 days. Recently, Sports Card Radio put out a video about sports card investors, his picks from last year. And it's like a 1 year review of the items that he said to buy, sell, or hold. And basically, if he just sold on all of them, he would have made a bunch of money. That's basically the moral of that story. Because from that day, 12 months ago, to this day, today, the market's gone down a bunch. And so for me, I don't see a reason coming up in the future at any point in time. I mean, I'm talking like not only just 12 months out, I'm talking like 5 years out. Even when Fanatics takes over everything, I don't even think that'll help like prices go up. Fanatics says constantly, Josh Lieber says constantly, he wants to saturate the market. He wants sports cards everywhere. Certain items that are Dutch auctioned or blind Dutch auction or whatever he's going to do, those items, of course, the top dollar items will still be top dollar. It's not like those items are going to be worthless. No, those items are still going to be worth their money. But will they be worth more than they are now? I don't see a reason why. And I can be completely off. Nobody can predict the future. In 5 months, who knows? Maybe we'll have another huge boon, and Prism base cards for Zion Williamson will double in price. I don't see why that would happen, but I can't say it's not because I don't know the future, right? So all I want to say to everybody with the collectibles world is there's no rush at all. There are more potential events to cause the market to go down over the next 12 months. Over the next 5 years, there's more events that can potentially happen to our socioeconomic landscape that can cause the collectible market to go down. Does that mean all collectibles are going to go down? No, of course not. Come on. I'm not overgeneralizing on everything. I'm not trying to say like if Michael Jordan passes away, you think his cards are going to go up in price or down in price? They're going to go up in price, obviously. Okay, so there's still events that can happen to cause certain items to be worth more money. Absolutely. But are any of them scheduled? Like scheduled events? No. It would all just be random, spontaneous events that potentially might impact a very small percentage of the entire collectible market, right? And so I'm not going to deal with it. I don't see any benefit to it. Why would I spend $1,000 on a basketball card today where in 12 months it most likely will be worth, if it goes up, $1,100, right? Like a 10% gain. So I missed out on a 10% gain? Okay, but that card could also go to 500, right? Inflation is coming. The housing market crash is coming. And it's not just like it's just the housing market, right? All of inflation. So not only is your cost of living going up, it's the cost of everything going up. So there's so many factors that are about to happen. If we go to war with Russia, do you think that's going to help the collectibles market or hurt the collectibles market? Personally, I think it's going to hurt it. I don't know. I don't know the future, but that's my belief. So there is no event happening in the next 12 months significant enough to motivate me to spend big money on investment pieces, because they'll still be there in 12 months. I'm not extremely healthy. I have so many problems. I have an autoimmune disease. I have all kinds of issues from the military. But even I believe in my poor health, I will be around in 12 months to buy things. So there's no rush. And so I just want to put that out there, okay? Additionally, really quick, I want to just talk about all these mandates for children. Like, I'm about to be a parent. My wife is pregnant. All these things about schools, all these mandatory vaccines for children, where this virus doesn't seem to have a significant impact on children. Very, very few children get hit with this disease in a serious manner in which they might lose their life. And it's usually because they have other comorbidities, other issues, where obviously if you are having those other issues, yeah, you should get the vaccines. I would, right? Like, that makes sense. But I just want to say this real quick. I think there's a large push by all these people and trying to just piss parents off, like all this whole thing about parents getting pissed off at their school systems and blah blah. I believe that they're trying to increase the amount of people that do homeschooling because they want you in your home. And if they continue to lose the battle for the mandates, right, in the court systems, and they can't force you to stay at home and segregate and isolate and all this stuff, well, they got to figure out a way to segregate some of the population. And a great way of doing that is homeschooling. It keeps you and your child indoors. Additionally, it keeps you dependent on the government, because as a homeschooling parent, you're going to be dependent. More likely than not, you'll have more dependency on the government aid to support you and your family, because you won't be earning a paycheck if you're teaching your child indoors, unless you have a work from home job and the hours are conducive to also teaching your kid and taking care of your kid and taking care of the house and everything else. So especially if you're a single parent, right? Like, come on. So honestly, I just think that's something that's happening. Back to the collectible market. Just had to say that. I had to say my piece on that because it's just driving me crazy. So if you just look at the collectibles market, I just YouTubed collectibles market, you see all this stuff, and people are talking about, like, there's dips and what's your strategy for the future, and this, look, DC battle statue to the moon. Talking about just prices and swings and this and that. Look, everybody's going to give you a perspective like I just did, and you're going to have to make your own decisions. I just honestly don't think there's any reason the collectibles market will go up in the next 12 months. So that if it's not going to go up significantly above 10%, I'm not in a rush for it. So it's fine. Now that we're on that topic, really quick, Vive, VEVE. I have an extremely positive feeling about this. I'm not an expert in the company yet. I'm planning to do a lot of research into this. I honestly believe that digital everything is the future. Like, what if they can make these NFTs populate in your metaverse, right? And then the whole point of having a digital collection is so that you can also put that digital collection into your metaverse house or your metaverse backpacks or whatever, right? Like you can, or your metaverse store, you can sell these NFTs to other people in the metaverse, right? Like you could open up a metaverse comic shop and you could have these NFTs in there. I think this is an extremely speculative, but at the same time, extremely disruptive item into the market. Everybody loves their phone. I love my phone, especially the next generation. Everybody carries their phone. Not everybody carries their comic book collection. Additionally, housing prices are going up. Everything else is going up. So space is more valuable. And like, if you wanted like 10 statues, or like a couple hundred comic books. I have like comic books all up here. It takes square footage. But you can have it all on your phone? Yeah. I think this is going to be a really big deal. I think it already is a big deal, but I think it's going to continue to grow. So I'm going to look into this. I'm going to, if I get involved in anything in regards to investing in collectibles, it'll be something like this. I just wanted to put that out for you. Maybe you haven't heard of this company. Maybe you're interested in NFTs, but you don't know how that applies to collectibles and to your tastes and your prerogatives. I think this is a good starting point for you, and take a look at it. I think it'll be interesting for you, and I hope it works out. Whatever you choose to do. Anyways, that's my view on the collectibles market. Again, I don't see anything that says in the next 12 months comic books, sports cards, or other non-sports cards have any reason to boom in the next 12 months. There's no event coming up. There's no milestone coming up. There's no... obviously playoffs and championship games and stuff have proven to only impact a very select few of those participating in those things. But it doesn't really impact the collectibles market. So, yeah, I don't see anything. If I'm wrong, if you think I'm wrong, please let me know. If there's something coming up that maybe I'm not aware of, let me know. Put it in the comments. Love to hear from you. Take care, everybody. Wish you nothing but the best.